We're now approaching the end of April 2025, and we have been talking about this Donald Trump trade war since January. And it's very interesting how China is approaching this trade war, while Donald Trump escalated the trade war with a massive tariff on Chinese goods coming into America. The Chinese have a different approach in terms of the Chinese decided to troll the Trump administration, and they released a video that went viral. Over 200 million views on this one video depicting Americans as overweight and lazy in terms of the manufacturing industry. And it is so interesting because even Americans are having fun with this AI depicted video. And it begs the question, are they also trolling us in the Caribbean? So let's take a look at the video. If you have never seen it yet, this is what the Chinese official, this is what they released and went viral in China. Okay, so that was the video that went viral all over China and also in North America. And I believe that the Chinese, they're having fun with this because the reality is that the Chinese realize that, look, they are way ahead and there's no competition. They know that the Americans cannot compete, Canadians cannot compete, and us in the Caribbean, worse, cannot compete when it comes on to manufacturing. And I just believe that they're having fun with this because of the position that they're in. They're in a very powerful position in terms of being the manufacturing hub of the world. And if you think that they're the only one that believe that, look, there's no competition, listen to what the big man of one of the biggest company in the world, iPhone, had to say about China and China being on top of their game and there's no competition.
About China, that, and let me at least give you my opinion. The popular conception is that companies come to China because of low labor cost. I'm not sure what part of China they go to, but the truth is China stopped being the low labor cost country many years ago. The reason is because of the skill and the quantity of skill in one location and the type of skill it is. Like, the products we do require really advanced tooling, and the precision that you have to have in tooling and working with the materials that we do are state of the art. And the tooling skill is very deep here. You know, in the US, you could have a meeting of tooling engineers and I'm not sure we could fill the room. In China, you could fill multiple football fields. It's that vocational expertise is very deep, very, very deep.
Okay, so that was Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. And Apple, one of the biggest company in the entire world. And the CEO is saying that, look, there's no competition to China. And this, you know, I've said this numerous times. The Americans back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and the 80s, they are the one that handed over power to China, because numerous times I've spoken about it on this channel that, look, in the Caribbean, in North America, a lot of manufacturing left North America to go to China, to go to places like Bangladesh, to go to places like Sri Lanka because of cheap labor. A lot of these manufacturing businesses, I grew up as a child growing up in Jamaica. And a lot of people from Jamaica would remember that the free zone, we had a free zone area in Jamaica that was established way back in the days. I think Edward Siaga was one of the person that helped to establish it. And there was, I would say, easily 100,000 people working in that plant. And the Free Zone, they produce like Reebok. They were producing like any jeans you can think of, like the Levi jeans, all of those jeans. Those were stuff that was produced in Jamaica. A lot of the stuff now that you see in the dollar stores like Dollarama, Dollar Tree, like all over America, the glass, the plastic plates, all of those stuff, those things were manufactured in the Caribbean. I know, as I say, I know about Jamaica. I know Trinidad had manufacturing going on there also. But at the time, I remember when the Free Zone left Jamaica, I was still a teenager at the time. And they left because what they were saying is like high labor costs and theft. Because the reality is a lot of those jobs were minimum wage jobs. So I remember guys would go into work at Free Zone and they would wear like a small jeans pants, and you'll go in there thin, and when you're coming out you're big, because these guys would put on like 3, 4, 5 jeans under their original pants and they would wear it out and sell it, because that was what happening at the day. A lot of Jamaicans were hustling because they're like, you know what? I don't want to sit down and starve. I'm going to this job. I can't even buy dinner. I can't even put food on the table after working at the Free Zone. So I'm going to steal. And that is what the reality of what used to happen. But we saw these jobs left North America and go to China. And for the past 40 years now, China have single-handedly been the manufacturing hub of the entire world. So this now with Donald Trump trying to reverse like over 50, 60 years of what the Americans themselves did because of cheap labor. This is so funny to see, and the Chinese, they're having fun with it. But guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know what are your thoughts about this video that the Chinese government released, and do you think that it is too late for us in the Caribbean to be able to compete again in terms of manufacturing? Do you think it's too late? Do you think that there's ever a chance that manufacturing could come back to the Caribbean, that you could see us making like these like Tommy Hilfiger, Levi jeans, like Guess jeans, like Puma, Nike? Those were things that we used to make back in the days. Do you think it's too late for manufacturing to come back to North America, especially the Caribbean? And one of Marco Rubio's, the trip that he made to Jamaica, that is one of the things that he was pushing, that look, like the Caribbean, the region would be a big beneficiary of manufacturing coming back to this side of the world. Do you think that is possible? Sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.